It gave you a source, an author, a year, a journal, a volume, and a page range. Every part of it is correctly formatted, and the paper does not exist. It did not lie to you. Lying requires a belief about what is true and then a decision to say something else. There was no belief in the room. It was never looking anything up. Here is the whole job. It predicts the next piece of text. Everything that feels like knowledge is a side effect of doing that well. It reads everything written so far. It ranks every possible next token. It picks one, adds it to the text, and then it does the whole thing again, hundreds of times, for a single answer. One token at a time. It never drafts the sentence first and then writes it down. It commits to a fragment and then asks the question again. So where are the facts? There is no database in there. Nothing is filed as a record you could go and look up. What it learned is smeared across billions of numbers. This is the difference that matters. A search engine retrieves. It finds a document that actually exists and hands it to you. A language model reconstructs. It rebuilds what an answer like this usually looks like. And usually that works. For anything the training data covered thoroughly, the pattern and the truth are the same thing. That is why it is useful at all, until the pattern runs thin. Through training, it was rewarded for sounding right, not for being right. Most of the time, those are the same thing. Where the data was thin, they come apart, and they come apart badly. There are 3 places it goes thin. Rare facts, seen a handful of times or never at all. Recent events, anything after the training cutoff. And exact identifiers, dates, figures, citations, URLs, and case numbers. And here is the trap. A thin pattern still has a shape. It may not know the citation, but it knows exactly what a citation looks like. So it produces the shape. Author, initial, year, title, journal, volume, issue, pages. It learned that template from millions of examples, and it reproduces it perfectly. The template was never the fact, which is why the wrong answers look exactly like the right ones. There is no tell. Same tone, same structure, same certainty. Confidence is a style, not a signal. We also use one word for at least 3 different failures. They do not share a cause, and they do not share a fix. Fabrication. It invents something that never existed, like that citation. Conflation. It fuses 2 real things into one wrong thing, the most convincing kind. And staleness. It states something that genuinely used to be true. Conflation is the dangerous one. Every individual component checks out. The real author, the real journal, the real year. Only the combination is false, so a quick review sails straight past it. So what actually helps? First, you cannot prompt it into knowing. Telling it to only say true things changes the tone of the answer. It adds hedging and caveats. It does not add knowledge that was never in the weights to begin with. 3 things move the number. Give it the document, so it stops having to remember. Demand a citation you can actually open. And allow it to say, I don't know. So abstention is an acceptable answer instead of a failure. The biggest one is the first. Put the evidence in the prompt. Retrieve the real page, hand it over, and ask the question against that text. From memory, it reconstructs from patterns, and it sounds equally certain whether or not it is right. From evidence, it answers from text that you can open and check yourself. But be honest about what that buys you. Grounding lowers the rate. It does not reach 0. A model handed exactly the right page can still summarize it wrong. So check the ones that cost you. You cannot verify everything, and you do not need to. Verify by consequence, not by how confident it sounded. The things that would hurt if they were wrong are the things you check. And there is one question that catches most of it. Can I open the source it just gave me? If the answer is no, you do not have a fact yet. You have a very well-formatted guess.